if I do well and a male artist does equally well, he will be placed on a pedestal and be like, oh, kya kaam kar diya hai. Sometimes you require validation for you to feel okay. There was this one tuition that I used to go to, और वहाँ पे the tuition teacher's father was handsy. मेरे को शादी नहीं करना है bro, वासन मांझना पड़ेगा, it's not okay.
हाय ध्वनि, वेलकम टू द मेल फेमिनिस्ट। कैसी हो आप?
मैं ठीक हूँ, आप कैसे हो?
ये ना यंगेस्ट बन गई हैं हमारे शो पे आने के लिए। शी इज लाइक दिस अमेजिंग प्रोडिगल चाइल्ड हु इज डन सो वेल फॉर हरसेल्फ। कांग्रेचुलेशंस। तो पहले इन लोग को डिस्क्लेमर दे देते हैं, हम लोग डीटास में हैं, जगह बहुत अच्छी है लोपरेल की, बट एक आवाज है और थोड़ा सा एको आएगा, तो प्लीज उसको माइंड मत कीजिएगा। चाइल्डहुड कैसा था, घर का माहौल कैसा था आपका?
बहुत सही।
that's it, the answer is over। बहुत सही मतलब
I had a lot of men who were really strong. Also, my mom was there. You know, I was surrounded by my chachus and my dad the most.
अच्छा।
And they were always.
But आप लोग joint family में थे?
हाँ।
हाँ। कितने लोग रहते थे?
11 I think.
And no बहनें?
नहीं, तो तब जब मैं पैदा हुई थी तब कोई नहीं था for the longest time.
But आप सबसे बड़ी हो?
3-4 साल, हाँ।
सबके अंदर चाचे?
सबके अंदर, हाँ।
Oh shit, तो responsibility आ जाती है फिर?
नहीं, I was like, हाँ, I was a very good child, very pampered. Growing up, very like pushed. Yeah, I love my family, bro.
I'm sure. भाई कितने साल का डिफरेंस है?
भाई 3-4 साल का डिफरेंस है, बट वो मेरे कजिन भाई हैं सब।
अच्छा, उन लोग के लिए रेस्ट्रिक्शंस था क्या, घर कितने बजे आने का या कितने बजे नहीं आने का?
अरे वो तो बड़ा तो ऐसा है कि जब घर से बाहर ही नहीं निकलता खुद ही, तो ऐसा है ही नहीं।
पहले से रेक्लूस टाइप।
और हमारे पे भी कोई रेस्ट्रिक्शंस कभी लगाए नहीं पापा ने, so he would never be like. I was actually very responsible. I would come back on time and I would know like यहाँ नहीं जाना है या.
But क्या आपको ऐसा बचपन में सेफ टच वगैरह? I ask this question uniquely to you.
Yeah.
क्योंकि हमारे पास कोई जेनजी के आसपास आता हुआ कोई आया ही नहीं आज तक. And you're closing in. You're zillennial. Was your upbringing only more advanced or very different than let's say 6 years ago our upbringing to have this like कि safe touch बता रहे हैं आपको बचपन में ही?
आपको अपने आप पता चल जाएगा लोगों के वाइब से कि वो कैसे हैं. Like ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं हुआ है. Like लोगों ने खराब तरीके से बिहेव करने की कोशिश नहीं की, ऐसा नहीं है. But it's just that मैंने always sense कर लिया somehow that in those positions also that I've been in सबके साथ होता है. हर every woman goes
मुझे
through
थोड़ा सा ना इसको क्यों, अगर आप विवरण में बता सकते हो कुछ कि क्या, जैसे आपने क्या देखा और आपने किया कि नहीं मैं पुल बैक करेगी इधर से.
So like there was, I just want to give this example. I don't know, I've never said it before on record, but it's just that there was this one tuition that I used to go to, और वहाँ पे the tuition teacher's father was handsy. Couple of times it happened, and then I just felt really weird because I was in the 3rd grade, right?
Like he would go on the back and like.
Yeah, like it was very weird, especially when I used to go to the washroom because it was a chawl system and उधर washroom बाहर होते हैं. हाँ. तो that happened and I just felt really weird and I came back home and I cried a lot. So my mother, you know, sort of like tried to find out, but I didn't tell her. Like I don't think till date she probably doesn't even like properly know about why I like. So I kept calling my teacher a fraud because I just felt really bad. I didn't know how to react. And then after that, somehow that was I think the first time it got built in me, and then somehow I like try to protect myself and everything.
To share that. Thank you so much for sharing. कहीं ना कहीं अगर आपको ये समझ गया कि वो सही टच नहीं है, तो उसको आप definitely call out भी कर सकती थी. Are you talking about like a bus travel या local train में?
Like just like walking from a doormat's office, doctor's office, outside the station, men behaving funny.
And how old were you?
Again, that same age. Because I started to get a lot of acne while I was growing up. And what happened was PCOD से आप थोड़े बड़े लगने लगते हो before age. So people would think that, you know, she's older.
Oh, so then what would they do?
So then they look at you a certain way. They try to.
So you got the looks.
This is a good touch, bad touch situation.
So you got the looks, the.
You develop before time. So people sort of.
So you got those looks before time, then there.
Yeah, if you would say, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Again, I'm trying to break it down for the audiences that we have. क्योंकि I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
तो मैं समझ जाता हूँ, इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि सब समझ जाते हैं. तो वो आई थिंक इवॉल्व करने के लिए आदमियों को भी ये समझना पड़ेगा कि आप किसी को अनकंफर्टेबल कर रहे हो
नहीं करा
तो वो आप मत कीजिए.
करेक्ट.
हाँ, I think you spoke about PCOD a little, so I would like you to expand on that. When did you come to know about it? What were the reactions, and like how was your family taking it versus how were you about it?
So I was, I think, 13 when I started to get like a lot of acne on my face.
ठीक है.
And I shot up like suddenly I was the tallest in the class, the fattest in the class, and I was just, it literally like broke me inside because I wouldn't understand how to deal with it, right? So, and my mother would feel bad.
Like the height didn't make you feel good, like you were tall and shit, like.
No, it would. But again, I was also fat, right? So you're seen. So, and people would make fun of you. And it's just
like,
that.
What would they say?
Yeah, moti hai, ye wo, pimple ho gaye, wo. Actually, you know what? It broke me inside, but it also made me stronger in a way that eventually, like, I really worked hard on like my studying, and I was like, इधर से तो नहीं तो उधर से somehow figure मुझे कुछ करना है life में. तो I used to study. I had good friends, but और वो ऐसे नहीं थे कि यार she's just because of her looks we'll not talk to her. वैसे नहीं था. वो जो 4-5 दोस्त थे मेरे, सब लड़के थे जो मुझे बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं, आज तक अच्छे लगते हैं. They're like my buddies, study buddies.
सही.
So I always had that group. I always made sure that I make myself safe with the people that I think are good for me. So I understood at 13 that you know अच्छा ये सब हो गया है अभी. कभी-कभी जाता था फिर बहुत bursts होते थे उसके, and you wouldn't get it. So it went on for 10 years.
Oh damn.
So till now, I think last lockdown was the last thing bout that I had with a lot of weight gain and pimples from here to here.
They were not those women telling you साफी पी लो या ये सब.
हाँ बहुत बोलते थे, इतना आयुर्वेदिक लोग निकालते थे. होम्योपैथी भी किया था मैंने. Now it's become very rampant and I'm really happy कि लोगों को इसके बारे में education है कि अब कोई नहीं बोलता है जाके साफी पी लो.
हाँ. You spoke about acne and pimples getting you a lot of bullying, but you also spoke about being a certain dimension.
Yeah.
So, what was that doing to yourself, and what were the bullies like? Like, if you are okay talking about it.
They weren't hectic. Like, it would just be like subtly, you know.
On an everyday thing.
Yeah. They would think it in their head and they would make you feel it.
I'm trying to think also how a mind like that thinks. I'm unable, but I know what you mean.
Yeah. And then that's why eventually, like, I took part in, what is this called? Fresh Face.
Yeah?
And I won from Bombay, I think.
Good stuff. What year were you?
I got like finals में out हो गई फिर बाकी सब colleges में, but उधर तक तो पहुंची थी.
अरे क्या बात कर रही हो यार, बढ़िया बात है.
Confidence के लिए बहुत help किया था मुझे.
I'm sure.
Then I started doing all pageants when I started losing a little bit weight, because I feel like it was important for my confidence to feel like I'm being seen. Like, you know, sometimes you require validation for you to feel okay.
Did you see like boys come and approach you differently? हाँ,
this is one boy who was really cute in college and he spoke to me for the first time right after that. I was like, wow.
तभी भाव दिया नहीं दिया आपने?
मैं बोल ही नहीं पाई कुछ क्योंकि तभी मुझे क्यूट लगता था.
You like अरे crush बोला. अभी तो सिर्फ सपने में बोला था.
Yeah, exactly. Very good look. But
आपकी एज ऐसी है जहाँ गुजराती फैमिलीज में मैं प्रोड्यूसर कम्स फ्रॉम वन, जहाँ पर उनको शादी की बात छेड़ना चालू हो जाता है परिवार वाले. हुआ आपके साथ ऐसा?
So when I was growing up, I was growing really fast. Okay, so he said he got worried at that time.
बहुत जल्दी बड़ी हो.
ये बहुत जल्दी बड़ी हो, शादी
सोचना पड़ेगा.
शायद 20 साल की उम्र में कर देंगे, मम्मी से बात करेंगे. I freaked.
ये आपके सामने हो रहा था क्या?
नहीं, you know how you eavesdrop into a conversation.
You want to listen to मम्मी पापा क्या बात कर.
Yeah, always. So I freaked and I was like, bro, अभी कुछ करना पड़ेगा. Too hectic, मेरे को शादी नहीं करना है, मेरे को वासन मांजना पड़ेगा. It's not okay. मतलब तब वो ऐसे बोलते थे कि यार किचन में जाना पड़ेगा, खाना बनाना नहीं आता है. बट अभी कोई नहीं बोलता, अब बोलते हैं यार मत कर.
तो यार, how is it in Bollywood? Like how are female singers treated in Bollywood? Like music industry में पे parity है क्या?
शो पे भी जब पैसे कोई देता है तो male artist always will get more money than a female artist ever will.
Like how big a gap is it? And are you aware?
Yeah, it's a huge gap. If I do well and a male artist does equally well, he will be placed on a pedestal and be like, oh, क्या काम कर दिया है. But अगर at the same time मैंने भी वही achieve किया है, मुझे इतना बड़ा नहीं कोई उस पे रखेगा. There always be
2023 में भी.
Yeah.
मतलब 10 रुपए दे रहे हैं, 100 रुपए दे रहे हैं, इतना गैप है?
Sort of.
अरे क्या बात कर रहे हो?
पे पैरिटी का भी, इमेज का भी, जब परसीव करने की बात आती है, बंदे ने बहुत मेहनत की होगी तब जाके यहाँ पहुँचा, स्ट्रगल है, पर जब सेम चीज़ वो लड़की करके दिखाए तो इट्स नॉट द सेम थिंग. You must have noticed it about when you've seen successful people.
Have you ever put your foot down and said नहीं मैं इससे नीचे काम नहीं करेगी?
Yeah, I'll let things go.
Because of the pay parity. What did you say? I'm trying to understand how you're drawing the courage to say no, and how did you say no? What did you say to say no? Like
that comes from my dad. He always taught me to put my foot down when I think it's wrong, and he supported me. He said, so whenever I've struggled with this, when I've left things, he's been there, he's had my back. That's how I can say no, and that's how I think all fathers should be, because while you teach her to be a certain way when she's growing up, you also have her back when she needs you the most and when she wants to say no.
यार एक बार आपके साथ कोई फैन ने कुछ वियर्ड किया था, क्या हुआ था मेरे को पता नहीं एग्जैक्टली, क्योंकि मैंने जो वीडियो देखी उसमें बात का कांड हो रखा है कुछ, या उसमें पुलिस आ रखी है ऑलरेडी.
I love my fans, I do, but it's just that sometimes you have to know that you cannot get physical. You cannot, if you want a hug as a girl, as a
man,
as a man you can't unless you know.
You ask for it.
I shake your hand. There's a way to sort of approach a person, being a celebrity or not. I feel like आपको अगर किसी से बात करनी है, आप ठीक से बात करिए. आप you can't pounce on them. Personal space, bro. So I think that was the problem.
So he tried doing something to you. He tried coming on to you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's scary, yaar.
Yeah. So that's how I got a scratch here.
What?
Yeah, she got healed, but like.
But the scratch is worse here, na? Like it's scary more because it sits here for a longer time. Like the scratch will heal, but something like that can sit with you for a while.
It can.
Yeah. What is the mental impact of what trolling does to you, and how do you get over it?
Oh, I felt really bad. आपको अच्छा तो नहीं लगेगा कोई आपके बारे में बकवास कर रहा है जब, और आप जवाब भी नहीं दे सकते हो. तो अगर आप जवाब दोगे क्योंकि फिर कुछ और कोई उल्टा बोल देगा, तो आपको चुप भी बैठना है. बट आपको गुस्सा आ रहा है कि यार साले तू ये सब क्यों बोल रहा है, मैंने तेरे को कुछ किया है, घर पे आके खाना खाया क्या? तो मतलब आप क्यों ऐसा बकवास कर रहे हो मेरे बारे में जब आप मुझे जानते नहीं हो, जब आप वहाँ थे भी नहीं. तो गुस्सा तो बहुत आता है. बट आई फील लाइक जब मैं लाइक आई सेड पापा से जब मैं बात करती हूँ तो वो कहते हैं कि इंडिफरेंट हो जाओ, आपको होना पड़ेगा. मैन और अ वुमन आई थिंक इंडिफरेंट तो होना ही पड़ता है.
This applies, yeah. To trolls it applies. You said Bollywood should have more female solo songs.
Yeah.
That's a very cool line.
Yeah. They should. Why are there only men there? Have you ever seen a female musician do incredibly well? Unless it's Shreya Ghoshal or Neha Kakkar or Lata ji or Asha ji or those Alka ji. No. अभी हो रहा है क्या? देख रहे हो क्या? सुन रहे हो तुम्हारी प्लेलिस्ट में कितनी लड़कियों के गाने हैं?
What is feminism to you, Dhvani, then?
Feminism to me is just like, you know, finding like a ground where both of us are equal. मेरे को भी नीचे नहीं रहना, बट मुझे तुमको भी नीचे नहीं करना. मतलब
सही है.
सेम लेवल पे होना चाहिए ना. क्यों हम सेम लेवल फील्ड पे नहीं खेल सकते?
What is the message to the 16-year-old self that you would like to give?
16-year-old self, I would just like to say that I think you were a lot of fun. Forget your acne. You don't know what's coming yet. Yeah.
It was that big a part of it.
Yeah. It is. Like, you have dani on your face. How do you feel?
Yeah, how can men be better allies?
Just when I'm taking a decision, don't like question me. When you know it's like, you know, something that's deeply embedded. Because I feel like either our fathers or our boyfriends or our husbands are sort of, and they know everything that goes on with our life, right? So when we're sort of, you know, saying something, like, you know the backstory. So don't be like, अरे ये नहीं हो सकता, पर क्यों? Basically पर क्यों? ज़्यादा पर क्यों मत पूछो, थोड़ा थोड़ा पूछ सकते हो, कोई बात नहीं.
Which woman should we get on the show next? Who would you like to nominate?
Can you get Kareena on the show?
Yes, we'd love to. But thank you so much for doing it. कैसा लगा आपको?
बहुत अच्छा लगा. इतना खुल के बात मैंने पहले नहीं की.
तो आप लोग अपनी इनसाइट मुझे कमेंट्स में बताइएगा क्या आप लोगों ने सीखा, क्या अच्छा लगा. एंड दिस इज द मेल फेमिनिस्ट एंड सिड साइनिंग ऑफ.